This is WFYI News Now. It's July 23rd, and I'm Abriana Herron. On today's show, a virtual learning program from Fort Wayne will expand statewide. The Indiana Supreme Court denies Todd Rokita's request to dismiss a disciplinary complaint against him. And Indiana has proposed changes to Medicaid waivers that provide home and community-based services, including a significant cap on certain therapy services.
It will be devastating if these changes come into play, but I'm not giving up without a fight, and neither should you.
Those stories coming up, but first. Legendary sports editor Bob Hammel passed away Saturday night at 88 years old. Hammel first arrived in Bloomington to study journalism at Indiana University, but left after his freshman year in 1954 to pursue an opportunity as a sports reporter for his hometown paper, the Herald-Press in Huntington, Indiana. He would later return to Bloomington to work for what became the Herald-Times. He led the sports department from 1966 to 1996. Fort Wayne Community Schools' virtual learning program is expanding statewide, opening flexible learning options to all students grades 6 through 12. Ella Abbott has more.
The Fort Wayne Virtual Academy offers all the classes and services of a traditional school with live instruction over Zoom. Principal Vanessa Wiss says many families have chosen the academy over other online charter schools for that reason.
Some things that may not work for our families is that students are logging in kind of at their own pace, where we offer an experience that is very much like a traditional school.
A synchronous model happens in real time, following traditional school hours, and Wiss says it's unique in the state of Indiana, as most virtual academies offer an asynchronous model. Students at the Virtual Academy also have access to resources from AmpLab and the FWCS Career Academy, similar to those enrolled in traditional classes. I'm Ella Abbott.
The Indiana Supreme Court on Friday denied Attorney General Todd Rokita's request to dismiss a disciplinary complaint against him. The court's decision means the standard disciplinary process will move forward. The background of the latest complaint goes back years. In 2023, the state Supreme Court publicly reprimanded Rokita for his remarks about Dr. Caitlin Bernard after she provided abortion care to a 10-year-old Ohio rape victim. As part of that, the Attorney General signed an affidavit admitting to violating professional conduct rules and accepting responsibility. But in a statement immediately following the reprimand, Rokita said he admitted to the misconduct to save a lot of taxpayer money and distraction, while maintaining he did nothing wrong. The State Disciplinary Commission then filed new discipline charges earlier this year. It argues Rokita's statement contradicted the signed affidavit and that his statements since then demonstrate his lack of candor and dishonesty to the Supreme Court. Rokita asked the court to dismiss the latest complaint. The Supreme Court declined to do so, saying it's extremely rare to dismiss a complaint at this stage. It directed the complaint process to move forward with the appointment of a hearing officer, or in this case, 3 hearing officers. The court said a 3-person panel will help avoid the appearance of political pressure influencing a single hearing officer's decisions. The court's ruling also recommends that the Disciplinary Commission and Rokita try to resolve the dispute through mediation before a hearing is necessary. And for our final story today, Indiana has proposed changes to Medicaid waivers that provide home and community-based services, including a significant cap on certain therapy services. Abigail Ruman reports advocates and providers say the proposal from the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration would harm people with disabilities and isolate them from their communities.
Among other things, FSSA has proposed a cap of 6 hours a month to music and recreational therapy services under the Family Supports and Community Integration and Habilitation waivers. Advocates and providers say this is a significant loss in agency for people with disabilities who need those services. Kendra Hummer started recreational therapy 6 years ago through the CIH waiver. She says it played a vital role in building her skills, confidence, and her connection to the community.
It will be devastating if these changes come into play. But I'm not giving up without a fight, and neither should you.
There's a public comment period on the proposed waiver changes open until August 8th. I'm Abigail Ruman.
FSSA says the proposed changes are expected to take effect in December. That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Drew Daudelin and Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Our news director is Sarah Neal-Estes. Kendall Antron produced our music, and I'm your host, Abriana Herron. If you like today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube to check in on our newsroom throughout the day. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow.